This is the Power Beats with this Mumnisi, Tommy M, and DJ Psycho. Saturdays 3 to 6 p.m. only on TUT FM.
All right, TTFM 96.2, your ultimate dial. Yes, oh yes, oh yes. That time has come. That time has come. And of course, I'm excited. You know, whenever we get an opportunity to just give a platform to somebody, you know, who has some amazing work and we are introduced by this amazing artist and we get together, this is an amazing opportunity. And you know what? I'm fully grateful for every time I get to chat to somebody who is just doing amazing in the music industry. And that somebody today, ladies and gentlemen, it's a person called Kapi Gantsu. You know, I'm interested to find out why that name and how that name came about. But then, all right, Kapi, welcome to TTFM, my brother.
Thank you for having me in your show. Thanks.
Firstly, let's start off where we start off. Legama le Kapi Gantsu. Let me know what does it mean, and then how did it come about? Ngoba, I see it's Kapi Gantsu, but then on your cover, on your album cover, it shows the U capital. Please explain to me how the significance of the name.
Okay, yeah, Kapi Gantsu comes from. In fact, the name Kapi comes from a lady that I grew up with, Landuga Asanda.
Oh, okay.
Yes, who died when we were very young. Moto.
Oh.
And she will call me Kapi, and sometimes she will call me Pika.
Wow.
You know, and that's how we kept that name as my second name in the family. And I think there's luck on it.
That's beautiful. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's a legacy. That's how you leave a legacy behind. Wow, condolences.
The
Gantsu part. What is that?
The Gantsu part is our surname. Mm-hmm. I cannot explain now what it means because it's your surname. If today they call you Umlokovana, you will not explain it, you know.
Okay.
That is my surname. I grew up on that's my grandfather's name.
Mm-hmm.
You remember when they started to give surnames in the country?
Yes, sir.
So they will give your greatest grandfather's surname.
Yes.
Name to be your surname. So that's how it came about. So then now it comes to be Kapi Gantsu.
Yeah, no. You know what? Your explanation of your name is so beautiful. And, you know, I'm just wondering if it translates over to the music because you sound like somebody who is just in touch with their emotions and in touch with whatever is happening on the ground, on the earth. But then let's start. Let's go back. Kapi Gantsu, where are you from? Upumapi, and which hood raised you?
Okay, I'm originally from George in the Western Cape.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a town, or it's a city at the moment that is in between Cape Town and Port Elizabeth or Ekaber.
Yeah.
So that's where I was raised.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so Utosa, ne?
Yes, I'm in fact, if you go deeper than that, I'm a timber man.
Wow.
So when you are in our area, so I cannot say I'm a Xhosa while I'm a timber man, which is a nation on its own.
Wow.
So we don't want Tembu who's speaking Xhosa.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's very interesting.
I think we need to a little bit to educate our listeners exactly. Sometimes they will define you as Xhosa. Yes. Tembu. Who is Xhosa? It's like Chinese who's born in South Africa.
Yes.
And that Chinese will speak English or some other language where she is around, in South Africa, but that Chinese remains a Chinese, but speaking the language in South Africa. That's how it is in our case. So that's where I come from. I was raised by Umkenke, my grandfather, Norwegian, my grandmother, and I grew up in a musical family. So those are grandparents who raised over 20 people in their household. And fortunately, I was around that time. So then my aunt Nomatile, she's a lady who took within herself to teach us music.
Wow.
So that's why I have the last album titled Nomatile, may her soul rest in peace.
Wow. So that's a dedication, a special dedication. Wow.
Yes.
Now, what was your first sort of, like you said, you were teaching you music. Now, was it just purely vocal, or was it also instrumentals as well?
No, I'm not playing any instruments, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I am a vocal artist.
Yeah.
However, I've been around in various genres. So where I come from, it's a situation where you have your traditional healers, your traditional people coming from the Eastern Cape who actually came to George for work purposes. Then you'll have Zion churches around where I lived. So, Zion churches, they have a drum that they hit all the time.
Yes.
So around my area at Tembalatu in George, where I come from, there will be jukeboxes, taverns that plays all sorts of music.
Yes.
So that music, when you sleep, that music will play.
Yeah.
So I'm coming from that vibe of a Kasi vibe with all the elements. It's a traditional vibe, but with all the elements from tradition, from R&B, from Skatamia. Guys who are not working will just have a hi-fi outside during the day playing Skatamia.
Yes.
So that's a vibe I come from. It's not a modern vibe, but it's the vibe that yourself,
But it's quite interesting, because although it's not a modern vibe, because you live in this generation, so of course there'll be influences of this generation as well, and it's a beautiful sound that South Africans are creating, But tell me about your music. What do you generally do you define it under a genre?
It's an African music, In South Africa, we're fortunate that we, the generation that comes before us, has set a tone in terms of what should be themed as an African music. But it's okay. African music can be blocked in many ways.
Yes, sir.
You have your African gospel. You have your African jazz. You have all of that. So, including on that sound, you have your kwaito, you have a piano, and you have your African house, and all of what we define as that. But I think in myself, my creativity is more influenced by your African jazz and your classical jazz.
Yes, sir.
So I think that's where. Because my first album, they defined it as African. They didn't want to do it anyhow.
So
my second album, they define it as Afropop.
Okay.
But when you look at it inside, there's an element of African jazz and deep jazz, by the way.
Okay.
And Afropop sounds and etc. But still, that remains African music.
Oh, that's beautiful. And then this album that you are offering to the world, who produced it, and who came together with you just to put this beautiful work together?
Msasazi, I was fortunate enough for this time or for this phase to work with the geniuses an African music. I have Mjalifa Tebe, who produced a lot of award-winning albums in the country at the moment. And I have Ustembiso Twala, who did a lot of work in terms of engineering and music production behind the scenes.
Yes.
And those are the people in production that I worked with, including Abu Kunle Ayo, who's Nigerian but based in South Africa, a guitarist who was featured in almost every track that we have in an album.
Wow.
And the album is titled after my aunt who taught me music, Nomatile. So I think I was blessed to see this album, doing rounds.
Yes.
So I'm very much glad about the output. I'm very much glad about the production and the quality of the music that we managed to share with the world.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And it's amazing when you get a lot of people from different countries and different vibes coming together to produce such a project, and a purely African project. I think it's time for African music to go out. This is the best time to be South African, and this is the best time. Let's speak about this beautiful offering that you have. That you've just released. Tell me about it. Who is behind the production of this beautiful song, and what was the main idea behind it?
Yes, Ungiavuma is one of the pieces within the No Material album that involves Lirato, like it's a love album.
Yes, sir.
So you have Lirato, you have Inkomo, the Lobola Exchange, and you have Undinovuyo, and now you have Ungiavuma, which is part of a very beautiful love album. Based on my summary of exactly what we've put down, we have 12 songs. Five of them or so are love songs, including Utando Loake, where we talking about God. Wow. Behind that music is Mjalifa Tebe, who's an award, super mega in terms of music industry in Afro jazz, Afro pop productions. So I arrived in his house, and he told me that I have this song that. Then I said, okay, because I came there to fix one of my productions, Undingede, which is a song talking to God. So then he said, no, I have other two songs that we can talk about. Then what is the song? Ngiyavuma.
Wow.
Then he had the lines. Ngiyavuma, ngingo wakho, meaning I do.
Wow.
He gave me that chorus, of which I needed to construct the verses and all of that.
Yes, sir.
So, it was a beautiful experience, because normally in music production, I will come up with all the verses, all the lyrics based on the song that I've created in the past and even today. But now I have only the chorus that I have to work with. And it made sense that a lot of people must feel love.
Wow.
A lot of people. And it's fortunately you interviewing me in a love month, which is Feb. But the love month has to expand, has to go on. People must share love. And in this one, it's I do. Like, you have to identify that person. Unfortunately, I don't have an experience at the moment that I can say I can reference the song with.
Yeah, no, that's being polite, actually, because I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people who love your music, and a lot of people who have expressed the way they love you and they love your music and they love and appreciate the work that you do. It's time for us to drop the song, and it's time for us to Sibani, this beautiful offering to the whole country, our international listeners, and of course, everybody that's just gathered here today. Yes, we are about to give you this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful offering on this Power Beats The Love Edition. Now, Kapi Gantsu. Now, what we do, specifically on the Power Beats, we do not want to misrepresent the essence of the song. Yeah, one. I don't want to go high. Toluguti, the essence is low. I don't want to go low. Toluguti, the essence is high. We don't do that. So what we do, specifically on the Power Beats, we let you introduce the song.
No problem. I'm always ready.
Are you ready?
Yes, all the time.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hi guys, this is Kapi Gantsu. Ngiyavuma, a romantic jam.
There we go. Kapi Gantsu. And just let us know, where do people find you? Where do people find you on social media? Where can people find the album?
Yes, the people can find the album in all digital platforms. As you know that at the moment we're streaming, we're in a 4IR, and it's Kapi Gantsu. You can search Nomatile album or Mkenke album, you'll find me. And in social media, Instagram, Kapi Gantsu, Kapi Gantsu, Gantsu, Facebook, same, Kapi Gantsu, Twitter, Kapi Gantsu, Instagram, Kapi Gantsu, and TikTok, Kapi Gantsu. Thank you very much.
There you go.
Thanks.